Recently, Senior Vice President David Anbelow of the St. Louis Federal Reserve branch of the U.S. Federal Reserve made a big deal out of what he said about using XRP. He talked about how Ripple's payment handling could be integrated, especially the Ripple network. We've already talked about how important XRP is as a transaction facilitator. If this event happens, the Fed may give settlement tasks to a third party, like Ripple, to quote David indirectly. Us thinks that the value of XRP will go up a lot, maybe even to $10,000. Also, it's important to keep in mind that this Federal Reserve choice wasn't a surprise a few weeks ago. We think that adding Ripple's technology to the FedNow payment service will make XRP worth a lot more than it has ever been worth before. Please hit that like button hard before we start. Turn on alerts and subscribe to join our community. On the federalreserve.gov website, Ripple's relationship with the Federal Reserve was made public in a formal way. The first part of the study is called the U.S. Path to Faster Payments. The Faster Payment Task Force report talks about how Ripple can make real-time foreign payments possible. Usually these take 2 to 4 days and there isn't much information about tracking or fees. The Federal Reserve sees Ripple as an important part of their partnership to find payment options. Ripple changes this by allowing instant settlement and full visibility into the state of payments and fees. We also find out that Ripple and the Federal Reserve have added domestic payments to the list of things they do together. There is a lot of information to back up this claim. People can pause the video and read an important paragraph from the paper. It talks about how Ripple works with central banks like the Federal Reserve, the Bank of England, and the Saudi Monetary Authority to help local payment systems. Another interesting thing is the enhancements. The study talks about how Ripple Labs is changing the way payments are processed at the most basic level, with a focus on giving everyone free, real-time settlement infrastructure. It hints that the Federal Reserve plans to adopt and apply Ripple's decentralized peer-to-peer settlement framework, eventually replacing current fund transfer systems. Were the first signs of this change. About a year ago, Fox News Federal Reserve Show talked about the idea of a digital US dollar, and the Ripple logo was shown very clearly during the show. In addition, Ripple has been used in secret by groups like the International Monetary Fund (IMF), the Bank of International Settlements, and the Federal Reserve Board. Partners are interested in Ripple's technology as I learn more about the fascinating world of global finance. It's clear that the Bank of International Settlements owns a big chunk of the world's wealth. In a statement, the Department of the Interior said that Jess Chan, a senior council member at the Frederickshire Board of Governors, was proof that Ripple's move into this field is a big deal. For those who want to know more, Jessica, who used to be Ripple's deputy general counsel, is said to be in charge of this project. There's a lot to deal with. There are a lot of complicated links in this place. That is, however, just the beginning. What I'm about to say might come as a surprise. A lot of you have been to the Federal Reserve lately. It's interesting that the Federal Reserve warned about possible bank losses, noting pressures from the housing market and higher interest rates. Since the beginning of March, they've been talking with a number of companies about this. BRICS and the EU are also going to use XRP, it looks like. Several sources say that the European Union has even said that XRP will be the base for the new digital euro. The XRP ledger will be used to handle the transfer of wealth. Experts predict a rapid rise in XRP's value, with a short-term boost to $5.50 and potential increases to $10,000 as the stock gets global popularity. A co-founder, and this is the idea. As we watch the video, it's clear that the XRP story is quickly shifting and is no longer about the SEC fight with Ripple. Now, we're seeing British countries firmly decide to work with Ripple to set up their digital currency for the central bank on the XRP system. According to recent news, this digital currency backed by BRICS and the central bank will be a very important tool for global finance. And every brick shows how big Ripple's network is. Let's start our trip in Brazil and learn more about the country. By using the decentralized structure of the XRP system and digital currency issued by the central bank, this action not only gets around the SWIFT ban, but it also makes sure that Russia will continue to be a part of the changing world of finance. When we look at India, we see that Ripple is at the head of another important project that is powering the country's ambitious digital rupee effort. This project is made possible by technology from Ripple Labs. This is a big step forward for India on its way to becoming a full GL global CBDC. But that's not the end of the story. Not only has China joined the fight, but they are also working with Ripple to make digital currencies released by central banks known. Ripple is becoming more important in the global African financial sector, as shown by this partnership. Like the 2022 African blockchain study, the story shows how CBDCs are becoming more important on the XRP ledger across the continent. The paper says that XRP and Ripple have been added to the payment systems of several African countries, such as South Africa. According to new study, XRP is one of the best digital assets for payment services. This shows how important it is becoming in Africa's financial ecosystem. Brian's support for XRP makes it even more of a big player in the cryptocurrency world. Recent events have caused price predictions for XRP to go up. Several especially interesting predictions caught our attention, like the one from top public financial experts that the price of XRP would reach $500. It makes you want to take a better look. We did some research and found an interesting source chat called GPT. It is a top AI, but it found that cryptocurrencies like XRP, Ripple, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano are going to gain a huge 100,000% by 2024. That's why the price of XRP shouldn't come as a surprise. DOL 500 is just a small step in the big picture. From the point of view of Arthur Brito, co-founder of Ripple, he sees XRP hitting $10,000, a value he thinks it was made to reach. Brito also talks about XRP's growth, pointing out that it can meet the financial needs of the world's 7.5 billion people. It is very important to know how much XRP is really worth. But XRP's end goal, global scalability, and a lot of money moving through it are needed to reach this huge $110,000 price point. And the XRP record backs up this trend even more. There are now 21 countries that have officially chosen to stop using the US dollar, and more virtual institutions are working with AI to make CBDCs. This change to the XRP ledger shows that more and more central banks are working with Ripple and, more importantly, using the XRP ledger in their daily work. This shows that the Dubai Central Bank, which only 3 days ago fully supported the use of XRP, is what's making this trend happen. This move by Dubai is more proof that more and more people around the world are adopting and using XRP. Keep in mind that I'm not a skilled financial advisor. The only reason these movies exist is to make you laugh. People who watch my videos should always do their own study and talk to experts before making any financial decisions. Thanks a lot if you liked the movie. Please think about giving it a thumbs up and don't forget to click the subscribe button. Make sure that the alerts are turned on. If I add new information, you will be notified right away. It will be great to see you in the next show. Be careful.